Welcome to Heroic Round. You've just stepped into a Wizard's Folly, our chaotic, heartfelt homebrew TTRPG campaign where the dice are spicy, the forests are cursed, and at least one of us is slowly turning undead. I'm your game master, Chad, and this story wouldn't be possible without these incredible players and other brothers from another mothers. Zach as Flavius Orsini, the silver-tongued pushy paladin. Say what's up.
What's up?
John as Mac, the dwarven druid with a budding book collection
Thanks.
that he hates. Brandon as LS, the elven sorcerer rogue whose cursed bingo card is nearly full.
Hi.
Before we get started, while I have you, will you please do me a quick favor and cast a magic missile on that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening? And if you really want to level up, I'll give you triple experience points. If you'll be ever so chivalrous as to leave us a review, it really helps a show like ours to grow. Now let's roll back the clock. Last time on Heroic Round, LS awoke from a nightmare in the forest, bloodied and alone, curled beside the shredded carcass of a wild boar. Following the trail of his missing companions, he stumbled into a pasture painted with carnage of the night before. Sheep slaughtered, gentle torn nearly in two, and only one witness, young Connor Catkin. Thankfully, Connor's got a good head on his shoulders and stronger arms than you'd guess. He hoisted Gentle onto a litter and hauled him to the closest healer he knew, Auntie Vel, midwife, apothecary, and local crazy bird lady. Meanwhile, Mac and Flavius tracked LS through the woods, eventually reuniting at Vel's treehouse. There, over herbal tea and meat pies smeared with jam, Gentle began to mend. Mac proved a surprisingly potent healer, or maybe it was the power of the green faith woven into the tree itself. Between poultices and small talk, Vel casually revealed that she likely knows how to brew a remedy for lycanthropy if she can just remember where she stashed the recipe. It's definitely in some drawer around here. While Mac flew off, literally, as a red-tailed hawk to retrieve their carriage and allies, Flavius pressed Vel for answers about their curse. She confirmed that what few dared whisper, she knows of the Silver Daughter. But whether the group is ready to meet her, that's another matter entirely. Back at the Thornfort, Mac arrived just in time to learn from Virgil that a messenger had come with urgent word for Lord Galen, and that Sir Landon Thorn had personally escorted the boy to the Lord in the dungeon. Stripes is still missing, Hugh is still loose, and what exactly has Landon done? And what message is on its way to the Green Man?
Welcome to Heroic Round, an actual play TTRPG podcast. Join me and my three best friends as we journey through dungeons, dragons, and dubious decisions. Grab your dice, because we're here to live heroic or die historic.
Mac Daddy, you are standing at the back door, the entrance into the keep, the Thornfort that goes into the underground. This is that big entrance that goes down steps and into the underbelly of the fort. And you've been in and out of this door quite a few times at this point. You're standing in the field. There's concern because you're not sure exactly what might be happening, but you did note that Virgil seemed perturbed that a messenger had arrived from Briarberry for Lord Galen and that Landon was taking the messenger in. So that's right where you're standing.
Okay. Yeah, I want to rush in because I know where like the root cellar is.
Yes.
So I want to go in and head that way so I can at least hear what this message is or gather Landon, either one.
Got it. Okay, you run in to the fort and start to make your way on the pressed earth. You know, it's been walked on, this dirt has been walked on so long that it's almost like stone at this point. And you head into the quiet dark of the fort. Again, it is empty. It is unlit largely. There's not any servants around. There's no soldiers standing guard. You're running into this very abandoned Thornfort. And it just still has an eeriness, a feeling that's not very welcoming. Now, you come around the corner as you go into, you've made several turns and have worked your way into the Thornfort. You come around the corner and actually start to feel and see some torchlight. You can actually smell the burning smoke of the torch, and you see the flickering light around the corner. And as you come around the corner, you see this torch that's in a sconce on the wall next to a door that will lead into the root cellars itself. You see a young messenger standing there in some livery. He is wiry and sun-browned with hazel eyes and a mop of curly black hair. You see that his cloak has bits of bramble and branches and leaves kind of stuck to him, maybe intentionally. And you can see that he has, in this light, it's still pretty hard to see him because he's a little silhouetted against the torchlight behind him. But you think as his cheek is turned, you can see like ash on his face or some kind of dirt, perhaps.
Chimney sweep.
Yes. Yes. But you can see that when he sees you, he jumps. He has an actual start. He says, Who is there? And he puts his hand to a dagger on his belt. He's wearing some, as he turns and his cloak, his travel cloak parts, you can see he's wearing some of those puffy shorts.
Oh, I love it.
These would look really good on LS, but on
Noted.
this young chap, puffy shorts, and he's got some nylons on.
Oi, boy.
Who are you, Master Dwarf?
You got that right. Master is right. Have you delivered your message yet?
Yes. The Lord is discussing it with Sir Landon.
And you ought to take word back to...
I'm to not say another word to a stranger.
I'm not a stranger, I'm your friend.
I don't know you. Call you my friend. I know not your name.
Well, I'm Mac. What's your name?
I am Rowan.
Rowan? Where do you come from, Rowan?
I come from here. Briarberry. Thornfort is my home. Well, are you a wood dweller? Perhaps the wood dweller clan?
Never heard of that. Are they also dwarves?
Yes. They're all the dwarves that live here. So you're from another land then?
Yes.
How come you to be here?
I traveled on my feet, obviously.
With no shoes?
Never. How am I supposed to feel the dirt?
Roll. You don't need to roll. You actually see that he seems very earnest, and you can tell that he almost has a knight's bearing. Like he's a squire that wants to be a knight. You get that sense of his posturing and how he is. He hasn't drawn his blade, but he hasn't withdrawn his hand from the knife at his belt.
Right.
Are you friend to Lord Galen?
Somewhat.
You want to roll a diplomacy
Sure.
or a bloof?
Yeah, same. Bluff. 11.
11. His eyes narrow at you in the shadows. You can see he's like, how did the Lord come to be in his own cells?
Don't ask me.
You roll a bluff.
16.
Ooh. Well, I'm keeping the door until Sir Landon or Lord Galen says otherwise. I'm waiting for Lord Galen's reply so that I can take it back to Sir Cedric.
Well, I need to speak with Landon.
Then you can wait until he comes forward.
I'm at a crossroads, boy. Is now this time in my life when I murder a child?
What?
Or do you step aside?
Roll intimidate.
Surprisingly, I have a 1 in intimidate.
You're just a lovable goof.
4.
It's because your charisma is
Step
so good.
aside!
He says, you stand back, and he goes to pull his dagger, and it drops to the floor and clatters loudly at his feet. And he panics and backs up against the wall and then puts his boot out at you. Says, you stay away, and points with his toe.
Fabulous.
I would like to cast Mud Ball.
I would hate to hurt you, Master Dwarf, but I will do my duty for my lord.
Get this kid a raise.
Get out of the way.
He's still standing back, but now his head is turned away from you. And he has his boot out. Stand back from this door that I've been commanded to keep.
Back out or I'll throw some mud at you.
And let it not be said that Rowan is a coward. Rowan will hold his ground. And he is scooting away from the door, sliding along the wall to let you by, but his words don't match his actions.
Okay. No need to cast the spell.
So he's feigning
Vocally.
yeah, he's vocally
tough.
saying that you shan't pass, but physically he's moving aside.
And let it be said, I'm very scared. And I'm going to walk past him into the...
That's right, Master Dwarf. You kind of hear him talking still as you go and open the door. Now, as you open the door, roll your sense motive. Sense motif.
I apologize. This is much harder for my phone.
No phones at the table.
9.
Okay. When you open the door, you look in, and this is the door to the outer walkways outside of the root cellars.
Okay.
So it's not like this was the door into Lord Galen's cell. It's into the area where the cells are.
Yeah.
You step into the door, and you look over, and you can see that Lord Galen is in his root cellar, is the cell where the roots have come down and been trained into these bars. You see that Sir Landon is standing there on the outside, but Landon has his hand on a key in the lock, and is like you can see that they're close talking by each other. And Landon actually has his hand physically on the lock, on the key in the lock.
Oi!
You see that Landon turns and looks over, and he's like, "Oh, Mac, is everything all right?"
We were about to head off to Briarberry, but they told me you'd wandered off. Are you coming?
Yes. You see that he seems... there's something going on with him. You see that he pulls the key out and is palming it. And you see that Lord Galen whispers something at him. That's hard to hear from how far away you are. But you see that Landon takes a step back and looks over at you. He looks a bit like the cat that got caught, trying to get the canary or whatever. Like he seems a little guilty.
Let's just clear the air, mate. I don't care if you let Galen out.
Oh. You don't?
I don't care.
Indeed, you see straightens his
But
tunic.
before you do, tell me why.
You see that he's like, walk with me, Mac, if you please. And kind of walks down the root cellars a ways to kind of walk out of earshot.
Okay. Yeah, I walk with him.
You see that he runs a hand through sweaty hair and is kind of scratching at the beard that's growing in. And he looks at you and he says, "My entire life is here in the forest serving Lord Galen. My family serves the Lord of the Thornfort. And here I have potentially ruined my livelihood. I might be forfeiting anything that I'd gained in this life. But maybe I can get it back. You and LS and Flavius, you have homes elsewhere. You have lands and journeys ahead of you.
Hardly.
But I am here. What's to remain for Sir Landon when you move on? I'm afeared to disobey my lord and put myself at odds with him. I'm no foxtail. What am I to do?"
Let me ask you.
He's super tall, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember? But he's looking down. He feels even though he's so tall, he seems small right now. He seems
He's in boy mode.
Yeah, he's beaten by this conflict in him.
Do you serve a man, or do you serve an ideal? Is your legacy built on the mistakes of Galen? Or is it built on something greater? Do you serve the Thornfort, or do you serve the Green Man?
I haven't thought of it like that before.
Will you let his mistakes become yours?
It's hard.
I
There
think it's
is
time
something-
you became Lord of the Thornfort.
Me? See that he seems shocked by that. Like that thought had never occurred to him. You can't. You're very kind, but I'm not fit for rule.
Neither is he.
You see, he looks down the hallway, kind of nods. He's changed. Something is wrong with him.
Yeah, I think it's that little shite. What's his name?
Marvick. I would. This is a steep hill to climb, because it doesn't matter what you say. Well, maybe that's wrong. It won't matter as much what you or LS or Flavius has to say. Even my word won't mean much to the men that serve Lord Galen and Sir Cedric. I don't know how easy it will be to turn them, or to help them see.
Everyone will see if they interact with Galen. They'll see who he is now. Also, what was the message the boy brought?
Well, things are not well. Here, you see he hands it to you. I can just read it. How's that?
Read it, but you have to read it in the boy's voice.
Well, this is from Cedric Oakengreaves. So I'll read it as Cedric. Does that sound okay? So it says, "To his lordship Galen Thornhaven, keeper of the Thornfort and warden of the northern reach. My lord, I write to you from Briarberry with the heavy quill and heavier news. The village has been fortified as best we can manage with the materials and manpower at hand. Those who no longer feel safe in their own cottages or fields have taken refuge in the chapel, which now serves as both sanctuary and stronghold. I fear it may soon overflow. The beast continues its campaign. 2, sometimes 3 villagers vanish each day. It strikes with unnerving precision, always where my patrols are not. Some claim it watches from the woods. I believe them. I've enacted a law. No villagers to fetch water or firewood without 2 armed escorts. Groups are encouraged for even the simplest tasks, visiting the privy, tending livestock, walking to the chapel. This has slowed the pace of daily life to a crawl, and yet the creature still feeds. The older families, as you know, are stubborn folk. Some refuse to stop their work or abandon their land. They claim they cannot afford to lose a single day. I fear their pride will be their undoing. Curiously, the beast does not touch the livestock, only villagers. I know not whether that is a mercy or a message. Of the 10 men wounded in the last encounter, 2 have succumbed to the poison. The rest linger in a state between sickness and recovery. If the venom spared them, the festering wounds may not. If you can spare any more men from the Thornfort, even a handful, we would be in your debt. We now find ourselves escorting nearly every soul in town at every hour of the day. Our strength is stretched thin, and the men grow weary. May the thorns shield us until your banner rides again. Yours in duty, Cedric Oakengreaves, Acting Marshal, Briarberry."
Oi, oh, that's grim.
It's heavy news.
All right, Landon. My last piece of advice.
Pizza advice.
Pizza advice. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. No.
Are you guys pineapple pizza guys? I like pineapple on pizza.
Belongs in the trash can.
You okay?
I'll do pineapple on my pizza. I was converted. There was a restaurant that would put a little bit of cinnamon dust on on their Hawaiian pizza, and it was
Really good.
bussin' for real, for real.
Is it like cinnamon sugar or just cinnamon?
It's like a cinnamon like dust. There might be a little bit of sugar to it, but it does something with the pineapple.
I can see that. Also, I think it's just cinnamon.
Just cinnamon?
Like, I mean,
Did you have it when you came and visited us?
maybe I did. But I could see how it would be like nice
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Sorry, you were gonna give one pizza advice. Pizza advice.
Yeah,
We're all giving a
here's
pizza
my
advice.
slice.
Yes, I'm ready for your advice.
Do what you will with Lord Galen. I'm gonna go to Briarberry, and I'm gonna fight this monster. I could use your help. And I know that I've seen more nobility in you than Lord Galen possesses. And should you let him out, I think he will prove to be a thorn.
I have an idea. And it's not very chivalrous of me. Perhaps you won't judge me too harsh when I say this. We could write the message that Rowan is to take back to Cedric and say it's from Lord Galen.
And what would it say? He doesn't have anyone here, right?
I've
They're all
got a
gone.
cuckoo loony birds. Whoa.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Poops.
I don't know. But consider it. We have the opportunity. You see that he starts to think. Okay, can I jump to these guys?
For sure.
Is that okay? Okay.
I was feeling uncomfortable because I'm not good at talking in this voice.
You did great.
Oh, thanks.
I think your critique of yourself is incorrect. I think you're actually a lot better at that than you think, because I thought it was awesome. Okay, you guys are in Auntie Vel's, and our dear friend Mac has flown away. And the last thing that she had said to you was she was just trying to decide if you're ready to meet the Silver Daughter. That's what she said. She's not someone that takes visitors.
And she belongs to the bloodline of House Corbeau.
I know not that.
Well, Mama
But I
Vale,
do know that she is. And she goes over and she actually shutters her windows. And she comes in a little bit closer. Like, she takes a minute to go around her room and close all the shutters, shoo away some of the birds and things. And then you're just in candlelight, inside of her, even though it's noonday, inside of her treehouse. She comes over and she says, she's a sorceress of surpassing power. Said that she only comes out in starlight or moonlight. Says that she has servants that are hysterical, that they will sacrifice their very lives.
How about their very ear?
Very ear. The ears, yes, you've heard. It's believed that her servants give an ear to her so that her hearing may extend throughout the forest. And there are ears oft hung in the trees, here and there. So be careful what you speak of her. You may not know where an ear has been cleverly hid.
Ooh.
And then she goes, ah!
I give a little
and
bit of a jump.
touches your bellies when she does it and gives you a tiny jump.
oh, Mama Vale, you were just hilarious.
It's not all too bad. She goes and opens up the shutters.
I will give you kudos for the
You have
ambiance.
kudos? I thought they don't make those anymore.
I think they stopped making them like 30 years ago.
Now I just have Luna bars. That's what the Silver Daughter likes too.
So she comes out in starlight only.
That's what they say. I think it just means she works the night shift as a sorceress.
Well, I think that's...
That would mess with my circadian rhythm.
Some of us are night people. Some of us are morning birds.
She's a night owl
Yeah.
or a night crow, night raven.
So, Mama Vale,
Yes.
where
LS.
exactly? Like, there's some problems going on, and we need to get to the town.
Oh, the town is just down the trail. Follow the brook.
Absolutely, and I think it would be helpful for us to know in which direction she is. Like, are we headed
East.
towards? So she's east.
She's on the other side of the village. Now,
By the cemetery.
don't mistake what I just said. She's not just on the other side of the village.
I get it.
Her domain
She's a few
expands.
she's a few days east of here, but she has a tower.
Okay.
That tower can only be seen after dark. In the daylight, the tower is hidden by some clever magic. Magic that's beyond me.
Well, LS is powerful enough.
But if
to
I
go with
wanted
her.
to learn that kind of magic,
I totally believe it.
I'm just not interested.
It's just not your thing, and that's
No.
okay.
So
I'm
what's
more
her-
interested in tea.
Is she trying to wrest power in the region? What's her motivation?
I don't know. She sits just sort of like a chess piece on the board, and it feels like she's been planning some move for centuries now. But she's been around for a long time. I will tell you that she did take an apprentice,
Who's that?
Hob.
Bob Halfman.
Half man?
Yes,
Big fan of winged hot dogs?
I'm not sure.
Huh. Neither am I.
Is that? How do you like your hot dogs, though?
I like them
Boiled
really
or
black.
you like boiled hot dogs?
Grilled, like I want them grilled till they're black and shriveled.
Oh yeah, you do. Oh, I like that too. But on a stick of juniper in the fire.
Write that down, LS.
You can write it. It's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll remember. Well, how long you think you have something like smelling salts or something to wake up Gentle?
We do have some soul slap set aside.
Slow slap TM.
Shout out to Soul Slap.
I go,
have
LS,
some
maybe
yeah.
maybe it'd be more beneficial to have him stay here as we investigate the town.
I mean, maybe.
He does have a little ways more to recover.
That's
You've
fine.
done a great job. Well, Mac has done a great job healing.
I could also
And
do
you
another
did
great
you
job.
did your best, Flavius.
I didn't try.
Done a great job with healing him.
Flavius more like floppy.
He'll probably benefit from some rest. But the thing that we should really be worried about with him is the germ of
The hell's the
of
germ?
the wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was attacked by a werewolf.
So how do we find your recipe?
He's
What can we
definitely
do?
going to be one.
That's
Let Mama Vale handle the recipe. I'll find it, but you're going to need to bring me the ingredients.
well, what are they?
Well, when I find the recipe, I'll be able to
How are
tell
you going to let us know? We can't just sit here and dally.
I'll send a message for you. Maybe it'll be that sweet catkin boy.
Better not be an ear.
It won't be from me. You both have both your ears, yes.
I
You
have
see, she
3.
moves her hair back so you can see. She's just got hella piercings. All these like little.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We really need to go and see what's going on. If Gentle can stay here till he's ready to move, just send him on his way. In fact, I just scribe a little note. I cross out where Zach said to write down, or
Mhm.
Flavius told me to write down the hot dog recipe. And
Well, you look
say,
over and you see that Gentle is up, like leaning now. He's like
Mhm.
scooting himself up, and he's rubbing his eyes and looking at you.
well, look what the wolf dragged in.
Mhm.
Uh,
You see
you
that
just say that to
he
him?
looks at you guys with relief in his eyes and kind of a warmth, but just a tired smile. You know, like he seems a little bit tired. And you can see when he goes to shift and move his body, he's like, does a grit, like he's a little bit uncomfortable. And then he holds up his hand and kind of like, at his wounds.
got bit.
Yeah. And then he shakes his head, yes, like
Yeah.
nods.
I go, when Mama Vel, oh, sorry, you were going to say something.
No, I wasn't.
Mama Vel,
She hands him like a little meat pie with a big helping of that jam smeared on top of it.
Mama Vel, when's the next full moon?
He
How much
starts-
time do we have?
We have a whole month.
Yeah, the full
It
moon was
literally
last
was
month.
a full
The moon
moon.
doesn't come back every month. Mama Vel, how long is it until?
30 days, dear.
So I told you, 30 days. It's not a month.
Right. So if you looked up in the sky at night, you would have known that last night.
I look up and I pray every night.
Okay.
Oh my God, does he pray?
Oh my God, do I pray? He has a month or 30 days, depending on the local calendar.
So we're both right.
You're right. I'm right.
I'm
We'll
right.
move on.
All right, Mama Vel, do you mind if Gentle stays with us? Do we need to pay you for your taking care of us?
He can stay. It'll be nice to have a man here.
I look at Gentle.
Gentle, he's like trying to eat the pie. He's looking around.
You're going to be eating pie more than once.
Gilf.
Yeah, what's her charisma sitting at, Chad?
Oh, her charisma. It's
She Helen Mirren?
Gardner.
No, she's got cute, good charisma, but it's not because of her looks. It's because of her personality.
It's like Molly Weasley vibes.
Yeah, she's got cute personality.
I would smash.
So she's like, I would say 15, 14, 15.
Okay.
Damn. She's a looker.
Yeah.
On the inside.
Gentle's about to find out.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, Zach, that was
Oh my God.
that was too far.
You made
God
me laugh
damn
when
it.
I lost
God
my
damn
hat.
it,
I literally
Flavius.
don't know where my hat went.
It fell behind the couch. Sorry, it's gone.
I liked you better when you were doing your beauty routine. That's what I liked.
I would reach and get it, but it hit the mic, and Brandon would yell at me. And
I
I
would.
can't. Yeah, don't
In
even.
post.
God forbid I should touch my
In
microphone.
Okay. Mama Vale, yeah, if he can hang out here for a while till he's feeling better, we're going to the town. I will say we looked.
You see that Gentle suddenly sits up a little bit concerned and
Is
starts
it
looking
socks?
around.
Are you looking for socks?
Stripes.
You're right,
Stripes,
but it's
sorry.
it's stripes. You see, he's like looking around.
Should we try to go find?
I
Stripes?
don't know where he is. I don't know anything about him.
My concern is
You see that he starts to try to get up, and Mama Vale comes and like pushes him
As
back
Mama
down
Vale
and
does
says,
that-
"That's not going to do you any good on recovery.
as
You
Mama
need to
Vale does
rest."
that. I'm gonna pull LS aside just he and Carrot. I said, I feel that Stripes could be a good pawn for us in tracking and capturing Daddy Manticore.
I mean, that was the plan, right?
There's an old ancient text
And this is literally my joke.
based on dinosaurs,
Yeah.
and they can capture one of the dinosaur babies, and the two mama and dada dinosaurs come running because it's making noises.
Oh, this is the second version of that text.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
So that is actually also what I was thinking, but I have a bunch of Manticore feathers, and we also happen to have a Manticore kitten that is in a stone that our boy Mac has. So we can undo that, and we'll be fine. But I agree, and Gentle can go find his cat. I don't care. But I don't know where the cat is. I know nothing about the cat.
Well, we know that the cat went. If we're heading east, we know it
you know
headed
that.
north, right?
You know that the tracks went in a different direction than.
I explained that to him.
but you don't know. You don't recall like what direction.
I say I got lost. I can't track as well as Mac can when we were looking for you.
I won't tell him. Well, this is good to know, and I think that we can get. I mean, that's ancillary to the story.
Well,
Sorry.
If
Let
we're
me say that again.
if we're trying to hunt and capture the Daddy
The
Manticore,
story. That actually would be so funny if LS in a meta sort of way is constantly referring to the fact that he's in a story.
that's so good.
Not to interject, but I think you're Peter Pan and I'm Rufio.
Rufio, Pan the Man.
Who fucking gets killed by Captain Hook in the end of the movie?
I think he was
Spoiler
giving
alert.
Whoa,
Yeah, first of
Rufio
all.
does get killed. I
And-
forgot.
Looky, I got hooky. I think he was giving you a compliment.
Oh, there you are, Peter.
There you are, Peter.
He was
I just
giving you a
think-
compliment, and you flipped it around and turned it into
I'm sorry,
an
I'm
insult.
super aggressive right now.
It's 'cause
Sound
of the
like
soul slap.
Soul slap?
You want some more?
It was probably better for us to go and meet up with Mac in Briarberry.
Yes, he's a hawk, and he will meet us in Briarberry. I
All
think I agree. That's the way we should go.
I tell Gentle, I'm like, get well and try to go find your pet.
You see, he nods and sits back and eats more of the food that Auntie Vel is bringing him. He starts to sip the tea, and the teacup and saucer just look so small in his big hands. That's
Why don't we put something just out on the windowsill, like a chunk of meat, to lure the cat here?
You see that Gentle starts nodding.
Yeah,
like
figure
he
that
likes
out,
it.
big guy.
You see Auntie Vel's like, oh, I can help. We'll find some way to do
Gentle,
that.
if we do run into the cat, is there something we can do to like? That's it. All right. Flavius, wrap that
he
down.
like snaps his fingers twice and then he clicks his mouth 3 times.
So 3 clicks of the mouse, 2 snaps of the fingers.
Nods his head, yes.
How would you convey that to text? Snick, snick, snick.
XXOO.
XXOO. Got it down, LS.
All right. Thank you. Let's we're gonna head out. We gotta get going.
Okay.
And
Mama Vale, it was a pleasure to meet you. And I hope
Mhm.
we can have many more days with these pies, just eating pie and drinking
come
tea.
back. Yeah, you should come back and I'll have dug up that recipe and I'll give you a shopping list, we'll call it.
we'll make sure to get the recipe completed over the next 30 days.
We do have 30 days. That's right.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful. Give us your list of honeydews. When we come back, we'll get them all sorted. If you could double that amount of...
He's also inflicted.
Well, we don't know. Look, I don't look like him. I
She
point
kind
to
of
Jenna.
steps back and she's like, I could see it.
Wow. Wow.
Among other things.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got a whole fruit basket over here, buddy.
I'm not airing your sexy laundry out here.
I don't have any laundry.
Huh.
Been wearing the
Free
same
balls.
fucking thing the whole entire time.
Oh, I thought it just meant you didn't wear any underwear.
You know what's funny about that? I always thought that Virgil Tibbets did your laundry.
He does, but it always shrinks my shit.
That's fair.
He puts your whites in with the reds.
He thinks he does such a good job. I don't have the heart to tell him that he sucks.
Yeah. Maybe if you spent less time with Nessus.
We should keep an eye on that.
All right, y'all heading out.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you, Mama Vale. It was a pleasure.
Travel
See you
safely.
soon. We go this way, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Go in the direction the bird is flying. Just kidding. Ignore the bird. Follow the
Ignore
river.
me.
Follow the river. Okay. So you guys start to leave
I hold
and
Landon's
head
hand.
your way, in the early afternoon through the forest towards the direction of Briarberry. Okay. Now, coming back to you, Mac,
Oi.
you see that Landon has gone over and says, Rowan, come in, and calls Rowan in. You see
When
that,
Rowan comes in, I put up my dukes.
you see that Rowan comes in very cautiously and has his dagger
I'm just
back-
kidding.
back in his belt. You see that Landon is like, Rowan, come here.
Sheath, you prick.
You see that Rowan comes down and is looking over at Lord Galen as he passes, like kind of uncomfortable and trying to take stock of everything
Yeah.
that's going on.
Weird and shouldn't be in prison.
You see that he calls Rowan over and brings him down to the end of the cells. And he's like, Rowan, you're a good lad. And you have worked hard for the reputation you've earned. I know you to be an honest, trustworthy,
I'm just nodding.
loyal to a fault sort of young man. You see that as he's talking to him, he's opening up one of the cells and starting to walk in with Rowan. And he brings him in and says, and it's because of that I have to lock you up for a little while. And you see that Rowan is like, what? And you see that Landon gives him a shove to his shoulders and then steps out, shuts the cell and locks it. He's like, Sir Landon, what are you doing? And gets up and is kind of reaches through, and Landon steps back and he's like, I know that if I send you back with a message or without, you're going to talk to people about Lord Galen being in the cells, and I can't have that yet. Don't know what I'm going to do, but I need time to think. So you need to stay in the cell. I'm sorry, Rowan. It's nothing personal. And I will tell you that if I have a chance to still remain a knight, you are one that I would like to see wear the same acorn livery as I.
Oh.
And then you see that he turns and starts walking away as Rowan
I thumbs up to Rowan.
Rowan protests. It's like, wait, like kind of like upset. But you see that Landon starts to walk away. And you see that Lord Galen steps to starts to see what's going on as Landon starts to walk quickly out. And he's like, this isn't what we agreed. Come back. Let me out. Landon! Yelling at him as he goes out. And Landon walks out almost like the
Stealing
yelling.
himself?
Yeah, the yelling of his lord is like almost hurting him, almost like a baby crying behind him as he goes out. And it just turns into obscenities, right? Like, I knew you were rotten, you son of a bitch. And all this stuff about Landon as he goes and then shuts the door and it muffles the yelling that's going
As
on.
I follow him out, though, I look over at Rowan and thumbs up, and I go, Sir Rowan sounds nice.
You see that he comes out and shuts the door. There is a relief on Landon that he is kind of like made a decision, but you also see the weight of it.
He brokenhearted.
Yeah, you see the weight of it hit him, and he's like, I don't know if I've just secured my future or if I've put my neck in a noose.
But you've done the right thing.
He gets a little choked up, and a tear starts to form. And he says, "There's dust in here," and starts. I'm a knight, and starts walking.
Landon the Noble.
He starts walking down the hall. He's like, "We have work to do, Mac. Let us go."
Landon the Correct.
He stops halfway down the hall in front of you and turns back, and he's like, "Thank you for your wisdom and your advice, Master Dwarf. I appreciate you, Mac."
Landon the Tall.
He stands a little taller. And then he walks out.
Not
You can
too
tell
tall.
his
Can't see
butt-
anything.
His butt cheeks are clenched so that he can stay really erect as he walks. Wrong. A poor choice of word.
Phrasing.
He can
Phrasing.
stand very
Phrasing.
tall. He can, yes. That's right.
The big, tall
Big nine
frame.
energy. BK. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he walks you back out towards the carriages. And as you get out there, you can see Ilaria.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Catkin. She's roasting a hot dog on a juniper branch over some fire.
Local delicacy.
Yeah.
You're gonna
And
forget the freaking recipe. for me.
Virgil comes over and he's like, what happened? Is everything all right?
We're off to Briarberry, Virgil.
Are you all right, Mac?
There's a lot of dust down there.
You just have streams of tears?
Truthfully, earlier I rubbed cinnamon oil in my eyeballs and they burned.
Oh, no.
You've been doing a lot of.
I gotta do that voice. We're on the Briarberry. You sound like
Jeff Bridges.
Son of a seven.
You sound like Jeff Bridges trying to do Max voice.
we're on the Briarberry.
They were both locking out so they couldn't see each other, but they were both just
You're
like.
just falling. Landon and Mac were crying the whole way. Yes, I'll ready the carriage.
Should have been ready already.
He starts. I starts running.
I'm kidding. Dull face.
You see that he goes and starts readying all those things, right? And getting stuff going.
I'll
Okay.
help him.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so you guys start to make your way towards Briarberry. A couple of things happen. Number one is Brandon, roll a smell check as you're following this little footpath through the woods
Hot dogs.
over towards the direction of Briarberry.
Absolutely. I just want to point out too that as we're going, we're making great time because Mac's not with us and we can move at our full movement speed.
30 feet, baby.
Stuff.
Yeah, 30? 30%.
It's meta. You don't know that they're saying this.
Me and LS are just taking these big, long language strides.
Huge strides.
Oh,
Walking
my
like
legs are feeling
Vince McMahon.
so good.
Okay, what did you get, Brandon?
Sorry, I'm still adding. It's
Oh my
slow
gosh,
in my
it's
brain.
that much.
29.
Holy that doesn't even count any modifiers I'm putting on it. Any pepper I'm
Oh.
putting on that bad boy. That bad boy. You can smell fire.
Okay.
It's like the first thing you smell, but not fire that's like consuming or burning down a house or something. You're just smelling like chimney smoke and cook fire and anvil fire, and that it's very much that smell of a town. You also smell privy, right? Like it smells like you're smelling like chamber pots and kind of like urine and all that in the air. Then there's also just a smell of livestock and berries, right? Like bushes of berries and things. So you're getting a lot of this fragrant smell that's just telling your nose before anything else, before any of your other senses that you're approaching a village. Something else I want to call out really quick. The little vine around your wrist starts to grow as you're walking this direction. And it's growing fast enough for you to notice. Like as you're approaching, you're moving down this footpath, you see that it's like vining almost like ivy around your wrist in a few more turns. And then you see that some leaves start to sprout. And there's almost like a bud of a flower that's starting to begin. And that little vine that was given to you by Callista seems to be changing as you're moving in this direction.
That's not concerning at all. Hey Flavius, I think we're getting close to the town because it smells like shit.
I'm sorry, I haven't changed my clothes in a couple of weeks.
Is Virgil still not washing your clothes?
No.
I swear to God, that man does nothing.
I don't know what he does. He gets attacked by flaming horses.
He loses his ear. He loses his ear. Wait, that was to a horse.
You guys were there. You just had the reaction that Ears did when he saw that he didn't have an ear. But you have the same reaction.
Do you think the horse ate the ear?
I don't know if horses eat ears.
What about flaming monster horses?
I guess I don't know. Next time I see one, I'll ask.
You son of a bitch.
We should get moving. And I hope that, Mac is pretty fast as a bird, it seems. Much faster than
Aren't your legs feeling so...
I feel like this is the fastest we've walked in months.
All the time. It feels so good.
All the time.
I kind of give it like a couple of jumps up and down. Do a little bit of lunges.
all of the sudden, you come out of a tree line, kind of an overgrown, these overgrown trees and bushes, right? There are these wild bushes around, and you see handfuls of berries at various stages of ripening. You come out and you're on a little street. It's like a little dirt pathway. So it's not like paved, it's like a dirt pathway, but you can see homes next to each other. And these are these squat wood houses with thatched roofing. And you can see that they are very quaint and all tucked in next to each other. It's very cottagecore as you come out of this tree line. And looking, it does seem, even though the smells and sounds of the city, like you can hear the bustling of bodies and, voices and yelling and, all those things you would hear, you're not seeing anybody on the street, at this spot. You're just seeing these homes. They have little flowers on their windowsills and little fences, little tiny picket, fences. You can see some children's toys like wooden horse head carvings on sticks, that children would ride around like horses, hoops for playing those sorts of games, and just other things laying around, but you're not seeing anybody actively in the street as you just come out of a little footpath. Right here next to you, as you came out of the footpath, you can see that there is a small wooden sign that's old and weathered on the path that you just came from, almost like a trail marker. And it just says Vels. So you can see like, oh, this must be like a little path marker to Auntie Vel or Mama Vel where you just were.
They say the road to Vale is paved with good intentions.
I point out the berries and I say, look, briarberries.
From here, there are little bushes and trees and cute roofs and everything. But over them in the distance from here, you can actually see that some streets away or some streets ahead, you can see that there's a chapel. Like there's actually a building that you recognize as like, oh, that is a chapel of the Questionism, right? It's like a chapel of the Holy They. And behind it, you can see that there is a big old tree that has red leaves, and it seems right. It's almost like wrapping its arms around the back of the chapel. It's this big old tree.
There's some symbolism there.
So,
and there's like smoke, so like you get smoke coming up from all the different chimneys and things in there.
How quaint. The tree. So, chapels of the Question or the Holy They.
Sure.
Are they? Is it like they typically are graveyards or
Yeah.
okay, sanctified ground or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
So the tree that's kind of wrapping itself around, like, do I feel a little bit of a stirring in my wrist?
Well, when you've come down and now come out of this path and looked up towards the tree, you look down and can see that the vinage, like the new growth, is very like green and soft, almost like a sage color. But the leaves that are now older and have bloomed are kind of reddish, almost like they match the color of the tree across the way. And you can see this little flower bud still like, closed, but it's this little budding flower. It's
Okay.
almost like it's coming alive even more as you're moving in this direction.
I can put like room underneath. Like, it's not growing into my skin. That's the
No,
last thing I
no.
need right now.
No,
Okay.
it's
That's fine. It's
it's
comfortable.
not
fashionable.
hurting you,
Okay.
but it is letting you know it's there.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like it's not so comfortable as like a watch where you kind of forget that it's there. It's moving on you, almost like reminding you or being present in your mind as you're
Werewolf, zombie, poison ivy. Werewolf, zombie, poison ivy. Werewolf, zombie, poison ivy.
I love it. All right. Well,
Okay, you are on also on this corner. There's a little change in the wind direction, and you can smell what smells like bread, like freshly baked bread. So you're like picking up some like, oh, there's actually people here that have culture.
Huh.
Finally, some culture.
I heard if you put like a buffalo chicken dip on some of that bread, it would be super delicious.
But it'd need to be sourdough, right?
Roll a spot
Absolutely.
check, Flavius and LS.
Oh.
I got an 18, Chad.
18. What'd you get,
We've been
Brandino?
trying to bring it up to you, John. We don't know how.
31.
31. Okay. You both notice that in the corner house or the house that's right there across the way, there's a window, that there's like little windows that are there. And you see that there is a pink-faced woman with kind of like rosy cheeks and rosy nose and a bonnet and some hair coming out. She's in the window looking out at you with big wide eyes. And as soon as you look up and see her, you see curtain, go in front.
I don't think they take kindly to your race in here.
Maybe.
I appreciate who you are
I want to say thank you.
and the diversity you and Mac bring to this group.
I mean,
Oi!
hey,
You look and can see a soldier.
we're going to put a pin in this. Hi.
No
I'm
villagers are to be walking around without an escort.
We're not villagers.
That's good because we're not
Order of
villagers.
Sir Cedric Oakengreaves.
That's okay. We're about their business, and I kind of point at the chapel.
What?
Where's he shouting at us from?
He's down the road. So there's two ways to go. You're kind of at a corner.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to go that's more north that goes to the left side of the church that you're looking at. Or there's a way that goes more towards a different road that's like east, which also goes to this side of the chapel. So there's no direct road towards the chapel. There's two. You're kind of at an L-shaped crossing.
And he's on
He's on the side that is on this right side or east. So he's on the east road. He's not yelling at you from.
Yeah, I mean, we could walk towards him.
Yeah.
All right, you start walking. You see that from here, you can see that he's holding a spear that's twice his length or twice his height. It's new or young wood. It's clearly like a fresh spear, but the top half of it has been blackened, like they've been fire hardening spears. And then you see he's in full acorn armor with the helmet and everything. And he's just standing there kind of like holding his spear, but looking direction. He also has his helmet has one of those cages, that comes down. A duck.
Is it up or down?
No, it's down.
Okay.
It's down.
And his mustaches are.
That's right.
Hey,
right.
I'm LS. This is Flavius.
Mm-hmm.
Are you travelers? You see, he flips up the little.
I mean, yeah,
and he
we
looks at you. You see that his nose is really scarred. Like it has a bunch of. You're not sure if it's acne scarring or if he's taken a bite to the nose at some point from a Singapore. Or just kidding.
You go, we are
He
the-
flips it up and he's peering out. Travelers on the road?
No, we are the holy thrust of God's army. Come here to vanquish
Okay.
this Manticore.
Are you here to help? You're here to help with the beast.
I mean, we already got the other one, and I pull out one of the Manticore feathers and
I kind of show him the open bag with the head.
Yeah. Please, sirs, come with me. We
Yep.
need your help.
that's why we're here.
Come. Sir Cedric will be so pleased to see you. And you see that he turns and starts to smartly march ahead of you.
Thank you for taking us here.
It's been gathering villagers left and right, and so many soldiers. My friends are wounded, recovering now in the chapel.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, they will. It won't stop the attacks. It seems to just be eating everything. Not sure what's going on.
I say, is this the most populated area in this region?
Oh, yes.
I mean, look at it. It's a bustling city.
He's taking you down more more paths, and you're passing more houses. It does feel like it's not very bustling, but it is a cute little,
As we're going, I'm going to be talking about how we're like so great at killing manticores
Okay.
and how that we've been sent here by the church to like
I personally killed like 7 of them.
it's true. I saw it.
You see that he's eating it up. He
Yeah.
saw proof of your prowess. You showed him some things. He's leading you down these streets. Ahead of you, you can see the center of the village is like this big green. It's like this huge open field or lawn that has been cut to a reasonable height. You can see a big inn and stable on one corner of this huge green. You can see it looks like a store and like a flower cart on the other side. And then on the far side is this chapel and this tree. But you can see that there in the middle of the green, there is a huge cage being erected. And you can hear like hammers hitting, and you look and can see these soldiers, some of them stripped to the waist, swinging hammers and working on building this cage. And you can see old Cedric there. You remember you had dinner with him during the dinner murder mystery.
He was the half orc, right?
He looked like he has some half orc in him,
Gotcha.
but he's not like green skinned or something. But he's just a big, thick dude with wooden greaves. You see his back to you, and he's over there pulling on the bars, the
capture it?
wooden. It's a wooden construction, so you see he's like pulling on the wood and kind of hitting it with his hands and stuff, almost like testing its strength. And some of the other guys are lashing.
Is that where you're gonna seek safety when the Manticore comes again?
Well, hold on one second.
That's
I'm gonna come back to you guys. Let's go back over to Mac and Mac attack. Big Mac Daddy. Okay, so you're heading to Briarberry. You guys get on the road, okay? And one thing to keep in mind, Virgil and Landon, they tie Sergeant Marvick up. They hog tie him and put him on top of the carriage.
Next to the robot.
Yes. Next to the casket that's filled with the robot. They put him up there and tie him up. You see that Landon made sure that his bandages for his cheek like cover his mouth. He can't talk at all.
Oh, yeah.
And so like he's kind of gagged in that way. And are you riding along, walking along, or where are you?
Riding Jake alongside.
Riding Jake. Okay. You see that you ride Jake alongside, and they get the horses all prepped, and you're able to start heading on the path. You recognize that as you head on the path that it's not that far off. Like the pathway here seems well manicured too, and you even get the sense as the wheels are going over and you're clopping by with Jake that there's some stonework that's underneath the mossy carpet and ferns of the forest as you're starting to head through. But it's not very long before you're sensing and hearing the village, and the path that you're on widens out, and it's almost like you're going through a tunnel of these trees or hanging boughs as it's leading to the village. Now, it's pretty clear as you get to the very entrance to like the break in the trees, and you're starting to see the line of homes. You also can see that about halfway up this main road, there are ropes that cross the main road and have all kinds of hanging fabric that's colored. like way up ahead. But you notice that before that,
Almost like prayer flags.
yeah, kind of, but it's more like what you would see, like you think that they're dyeing and drying cloth.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looks like. You can't see much beyond that because of the hanging cloths, but you can see that's like halfway up the main avenue that's here. But right at the front of the main road, you can see it's been barricaded. There are carts, stacked, and there is a soldier guard, it looks like, that's kind of standing on one edge of this barricade, and he has around him some sort of strange, like, it almost looks like chairs that have been stacked, like wooden chairs have been stacked and nailed together to create some kind of barricade. You can see that he's got like a spear in there and he's kind of hiding out. And then there's a cart that it almost looks like like maybe a vendor's cart that's taking up the other half of the road across the way. And you can see that Virgil is like, what is this? Looks over at Landon. Landon's like, oh, they're trying to fortify something. You see these like, oh there, yells. And you can see that one of the guard that's in there kind of like waves and is like, Landon! Your guys are kind of far away. Any word from the green man? And you can see that Landon looks uncomfortable and looks at you and he's like, yes, loads of word from the green man. And you guys start to approach and get up that way. You can see that he comes up and he says, what's going on? Like, as you guys approach, you get a little bit closer and you can see that the guy seems pretty nervous. He's in his little chaircade. He's sitting under there and he keeps looking to the sky and he's like, wouldn't stay out there out exposed like you are for very long if I were you. The beast, it strikes like lightning and it grabs and rends and takes away. Not good, not easy to avoid. And you see that Landon is like, calm down, Nibs, calm down. Tell me more. What's happened here? And so
Did you just say his name is Nibs?
Yeah, Nibs starts to fill him in on the same stuff that was in the letter. We're escorting the villagers everywhere, and we've got the thing locked down, but the beasts are taking away multiple of the villagers every day, and it's not killing the livestock, and we don't know what's going on. And
well, I think this Cherokade is really great in case the Manticore decides to bring a carriage down the road.
You see, he's like, yeah, you're right. Like, he doesn't quite get that you're being
How am I
sarcastic.
supposed to bring my carriage in?
He's like, you're right. And you see that Landon's like, yeah, we've got to get our way through. I'm assuming that Cedric is on the green. And Nibs is like, yeah. And he kind of climbs out of his Cherokade, kind of moves
He's going to get eaten.
thing over. You see that over the cart, the vendor cart, you look over out of the corner of your eye and can see that because the vendor cart has like closed things. You see one of them is open to crack and you see that there's like an eye and it shuts.
Oh, the hell?
And then you see it opens a little more and you see a halfling and he has red hair and green eyes. And you see that he opens it up and he holds out with his hand a jar that has a really cute linen top. And it looks like it's filled with jam. And he's like, want to buy some jelly?
Leprechaun!
He pulls back a little. Selling jellies and jams?
How much?
For you, sir. Seeing as you've been on the road, a very special deal. 2 silver.
Is that a good deal, Nib?
You see Nibs is like, what? As he's taking apart the Cherokade.
2 silver, jelly jar.
Oh, you could probably get cheaper up at the store.
I'm going to go to the store, mate.
But the store don't have what I have. Kind of shaking it. Store, we give the worst stuff to the store. This is the best squeeze of berries there is.
This is extra pure berry?
Grandma put a foot in this one.
What the hell?
This is a very good thing. It's good foot.
All right, I'll take it.
Just suck the foot jam, dude.
All right. You give him 2 silver for it.
Let me see if I have 2 silver.
You left it in the woods.
It's like we're
No, I have
rich,
my own
man.
monies.
You have Apple Pay.
Can you break a gold?
Oh, yes, but I'll need 72 hours.
The hell? 2 silver, 1 jar, 5 jars, 1 gold?
Sure.
Did I do the math right?
Mhm.
I give him a gold.
Fine at math. You see, he goes in, it shuts, comes back out. You're kind of unsure how he's positioned in there to be able to come out with his upper body, his head, and holding jars. He has 3 in one hand and 2 in the other. He holds them out to you.
Okay,
They do look like spectacular jams.
I'm gonna put 4 away, open 1, and hold it down to Jake.
Oh, Jake just goes nuts on the jam. He gets
Okay.
freaking zooted on jam.
Zoot, right.
Which is horse for, which is pony for hell yeah, give me jam. Okay,
Those are great sound effects.
Thank you.
that's right. So you grab the jams, you reach down to Jake with the jam jar, okay? And Jake is licking out the thing. And all of a sudden a shadow passes over. And you hear a crash. And the chariot has been smashed by this hulking form of the Manticore, which comes in and Nibs screams as he's being attacked. You're not able to see what is happening quite from his back, but you see that Landon falls backwards. The horses rear and start to run in a sideways direction, and it jackknifes the carriage. And you see that Sergeant Marvick is rolled off the top, as well as the casket with the servant on the top. So things just start to fall, and it goes into chaos. But you can see that this male Manticore has a black mane that goes down part of his body, and he seems at least twice the size of the female that you saw before. But he comes in and lands hard. The wood is splintering and throwing across the front of the buildings there. Nibs is screaming. Landon is falling back. Virgil is trying to control the horses, but they're, tearing up the reins. And the jelly salesman has disappeared inside of his cart.
Classic jelly salesman.
And that is where we'll stop for tonight. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Heroic Round. Special shout out to Aaron Bolschweiler, who composed our badass intro song. You can find a link to his Spotify in our description. If you're enjoying the journey, help us keep the story alive. Subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with your fellow adventurers. If you've got theories or fanfic, hint, hint, drop us a message on socials or comment wherever you're listening. We don't want the fanfic, but I know others do.
Yeah, send it to our Gmail, heroicround@gmail.com.
That's right. Heroicround@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, live heroic and die historic.